Good evening and welcome to Ben TV. We begin tonight with Lip Service, where regulars Simon and Craig are joined by special guests Lisa-Skye and Arcuri, who answer questions from viewers regarding family and Christmas. And then in Staying Alive, we have David, Greg and Gordon discussing media and how to ensure the reliability and accuracy of what you are consuming. In Queer Idea, we have Lisa-Skye in TeaTime with PapaLisa. Tonight, how has social media changed dating for the panel? And some interesting ideas to resolve writer's block.
Think before you speak.
I just got a letter. The last time I told you, when you told your mother and your mother told me that you told other people, but I told you not to tell me.
Welcome to Lip Service. We've not been on air for a little while, but we are back with a big pile of problems to help you with. So, regular panellists, I'm joined tonight by Craig and two guest stars, regulars on Bent TV, Dean and Lisa.
Hi there.
Thank you very much for coming. So let's get started, shall we? I've had one message, Christmas time, challenging period for many people. Del gets invited to the family's, his partner's family's Christmas party each year.
What a funky homo sapien.
But the problem is, it gets a little bit out of hand. They like to play truth or dare. They all get a little bit pissed and can get a little bit sexual, apparently.
Family Christmas to me.
A sexual family Christmas is...
I've seen that video.
Yeah.
He finds this a little bit awkward. What do we think? How can he get out of it?
Double down, get drunker.
Yeah, I was actually going to get right on the eggnog bandwagon.
Yeah.
Like, if you're finding it a bit uncomfortable, then have a few more shots and then kick on.
My family are like irredeemable hedonists and massive stoners and things, and my primary partner's family are not. They're incredibly straight. And so when we have Christmas with my family, it's really confronting. So yeah, they just like double down and have twice whatever my folks are having. Well, not twice, because you know, that'd be toxic. Yeah, so just do that. Just both feed in.
I love a family that plays truth or dare. Like, I think that's absolutely fantastic, and you've just got to dive on in. That's the type of family where you don't want to sit around the edges. You've got to be right in the middle, and if you want things to change, then you need to be the person in the middle of it that makes it so awkward for all of them that they change the record.
Craig?
Well, look, you know, it sounds like fun to me, but I guess if you know, it's Christmas can be a bit of a drain, can't it? You know, if you're really not into it, just call in sick, you know.
But you can only do that like
How many times
one
do you
every
get
4
once?
years.
I don't know, like... Yeah, with family, you can call in sick. I mean, I'm Italian, so there's enough of us that there's always someone to replace.
Yeah, but the guilt.
Yeah,
Because I'm Greek, the guilt.
We do it well, don't we?
Oh, we do. Oh, the carbs in food.
Another related question, a problem that's come forward, it was about what to do at Christmas, particularly if you're not around family.
Orphans Christmas.
It all. One of the things I kind of think is awesome, through taking photos and everything at all the clubs and everything, is the Christmas nightlife is absolutely fantastic, because it's everyone who hasn't gone home to their family or things like that. So everything gets a little quieter, but everyone just has a bit more fun. Like, the best time to go out is Christmas Day, Christmas Eve. It's absolutely awesome. The night of Christmas Day is fantastic because everything's a little bit quieter, you enjoy everything a lot more, and everyone's not up for a rager because they've already been doing it. But everyone is just channeling this.
And all the queers have like had to, you know, keep their filter so strong the entire. Because I know, like, yeah, the night of Christmas for me, I'm just like, because I haven't been able to make any jokes about banging.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Right. So your advice is just go out and get trashed, whether you're going to the family party or going out.
My advice is to go out. The trash thing, if you're doing Christmas right, you should have drunk beforehand. Like, if you think about it, you're eating all day, you're drinking all day. You don't need to go out and get trashed, but you should go out.
Anyway.
Why stay alone? Why sit at home and sit on your own? Admittedly, though,
Life is a
Christmas is
cabaret.
the perfect time, so true, come to the music play, the perfect time to just watch all those movies and DVDs and everything. It's good veg period.
Yeah.
But going out on your own for
Hemisphere.
a shy, retiring person like you, Dean, might be a bit challenging, perhaps?
Look, I know I'm a little bit more outgoing than your average homo sapien, and that's not my fault. But everyone can be intimidated with going out on your own, but you've got to do it at some time.
Yeah. Have you done it, Craig?
Not very often, no. I don't think so. I think, you know, a nice quiet family affair, is what I'll be doing, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
I travel a lot, so I go out a lot by myself, and it's either one or the other. It's, you know, I'll come in like dick out, like, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Or I'll just walk in and get social anxiety and be like, I'm going to text for 7 hours.
Sit in a dark corner.
Find what makes the fun for you, and that's what it is. There's no rule book, there's no guide. Just find your own fun, and that's the ride you ride.
Okay. Right, Jackie's in a new relationship with a woman. And the new relationship, I haven't got her name, but she apparently has very, very expensive tastes. Jackie isn't in a particularly well-paid job, so she's freaking out about the prospect of deciding what to buy her new partner.
For Christmas,
Because she doesn't want to disappoint her by
in general.
providing something that she's going to, you know, not think it's worthwhile. What do we say?
I think you can't go wrong with a homemade gift.
Yes.
It's not always about the money, honey. And to me, something that someone puts that little bit of extra effort in, whatever it may be, and especially for a new girlfriend, there's lots of homemade things you can come up with, would be brilliant. I was thinking sexual. Like, there's totally a way to go with that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you go there?
giving experiences and not things. Because I have dom tastes on a Spumanti budget, and I just give them like a day of adventures.
Right.
And just do your research. Like, look up free things to do, and because if you're
I
giving them a
think one
time,
really good
because
meal.
time is economy.
Making one really good meal is everything. For me, that special occasion, whether it's Christmas or birthday or whatever,
Yes.
if you actually go, I'm going to cook you something and make you one really special meal, you don't, how often do we really do that? Like, that's real love.
Yeah, beautiful experience, a really nice, I love handmade cards.
Yes.
And that's just because, as I said, time and money, you know.
Yep, glue and glitter then.
Yes.
Yeah,
And to be honest, if the new girlfriend's bitching about, you know, how expensive this and that is, really, is it worth it? All ending tears.
Perhaps we're getting to the nub of it.
Just that way though. Like, some people are that money is their jam. Like, that's just the way some people are. You don't need to fight it. You just don't need to be on that same train all the time.
True.
So you just don't think they're on the same level, maybe?
Don't fight it, don't
No,
fight
I'm
it.
saying just because she has expensive taste and likes expensive things doesn't mean you need to buy her expensive things. You bring her a whole other level, and you keep that level going.
Yes. Because if you buy her what's a lady brand? A Vuitton's bag?
Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
Louis
Yes.
Vuitton.
and like, she's going to expect that all the time. And also, if Jackie doesn't have expensive taste, she's going to just go like, oh, this is a Bavulgari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
You don't
Bavulgari?
try to fake your way through it.
I'm not familiar with all. I didn't know the brands, but
Bavulgari.
I don't quite get this. This, you know, paying $3,000 for a bag. It's like, it's a bag. I don't get it myself.
It's
personally.
just it's the brand. Some people are all about the brand.
But you're
What do you
just
do?
buying marketing nonsense, aren't you?
Welcome to the
Yeah,
world
but
we live in.
people are stupid.
Yeah, people are.
So your final words to Jackie then, Craig.
It'll all end in tears, Jackie. Yeah.
Dean?
You can never go wrong with glitter.
Spend time, not money.
So that's our Christmas special on Lip Service. I want to thank my panellists, my regular panellist Craig, and special guest stars Dean and Lisa for joining me this evening. We'll be back with some more Lip Service, not sure when, but we will. See you next time.
Hello and welcome to Staying Alive. This is a panel show about our ageing community. Look how old they are. Oh my God. Greg, welcome.
Thanks, David.
Gordon, welcome.
G'day, David. Hi, Greg. David.
Now, today we're going to talk about media. And with the media being so hard to get your hands on these days, newspapers aren't around as much. And the truth. How do you find out the real truth these days within the media? Greg, what's your thoughts?
I'm really concerned about this because we risk having a young generation moving up that their only concept of news is to get that first grab that comes out on Google or first grab that comes out on MSN, God willing, non-MSN. Lovely show, I'm sure, but that's not the news. That's just someone's take on the news. How do you then fact check? How do you then compare and contrast? Where's the validity that we have been taught to apply to information we get?
Yep.
Well, I'm on Gay Google News, Google Gay News, whatever you want to call it, And they
Is that an app, or do you do it
No,
on?
it's on my computer at home.
Right.
I've had it for years, and they go all around the world with different stuff, and it comes from different newspapers, Huffington Post, San Diego News, and all these sort of things, and they'll tell you what's happening in the gay world around the world, and quite frequently stuff from Australia is stuck there as well, you know, with this equal marriage and the bit that we've been going through with that, and that gets reported on Gay Google News, and it's quite legitimate news because it's being downloaded off newspapers that have been reporting this stuff.
Yeah.
So that's quite a good place to find it, as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely, and I think more and more, but with a lot of ageing population, they don't want to use computers. You're very, very good at it. But they don't.
.com.
Very.com. Yeah. And a lot, like so many of my friends, are not on social media, and I can't believe it, because it's one way that I'm keeping in touch with my friends. I'm from interstate, from my friends and family from interstate, and people around the world. And I've got closer to them because of social media, and also I follow a lot. I register with apps with newspapers around the world. I go to a cafe every day and read the newspaper, both our newspapers, because I love information. I'm driven by information, you know, and I'm hungry for it. But it's sometimes getting very hard if you're not, you know, like one of these people with a. Do you use your a phone to find out information?
No, I don't. I have a paper delivered every morning, and I read the paper from cover to cover.
Your first 10 minutes is unwrapping the cellophane.
No. I've got a very quick, easy way to use it. Because I'm a painter, I see the colour change, so you know where the line is. You see the tone change.
But what about how news changes during the day?
Oh, yes, it does. Well, I usually have if I'm at home, I'll have the radio going, and we'll get the news from whatever station I'm listening to.
Yep.
I don't take much notice of. I don't get much notice on my phone. I get very little news on my phone. I use my phone as a camera. That's it, and sending messages. I'm not an app person.
Yeah, well, because, you know, like Twitter, for instance, you know, I follow a lot of people from ABC. And I get information, and all of a sudden they're telling me something major's happened in the world. So I will then go into my phone and find it. I love it.
Well, I combine Twitter with my ABC. I mean, I listen to the ABC, and you hear the 6:30 news. You hear how it changes at 7 a.m. It's a complete change. Some of the stories drop off. Some actually get the facts that haven't been reported before, and you can see the news slowly unfold to 7:45, and then into the day. And usually by then it's dropped into ABC 24, so you can check the ABC.
Yep.
But every now and then they get it wrong. And you check a commercial station and you can see there's a contrasting opinion. Then you have to go back to source. But it mightn't be till 24 hours later when the Age newspaper is out, or that Herald Sun just before you put it on the birdcage floor. When that's out, you can actually check that the TV stations, the ABC radio, may not have got it right. And the paper, the print media have got it right, done more fact-checking, done better journalism, and actually put it to press with the facts involved in it.
Well, I listen to my first news is 5 o'clock in the morning, and it comes from Sydney, and it's terribly Sydney-centric. There's very little about Melbourne at that hour of the morning.
I find it really difficult. I've lived in Sydney twice, and I don't have anything against Sydney. I've got a lot of dear friends there. But everything they do is too much about what happens in Sydney. And that's why I watch ABC breakfast news, the TV news.
By the time I'm up and going.
Well, Virginia Triol, I've got the hots for her anyway.
Awesome.
She's amazing.
You're going to change for Virginia?
No. But I'd get close to it. I had to stop and think. But it is really fantastic. But do you know what? Sometimes people will either text into them or tweet to them, and they will tell them about something that happened. And in the next half hour, they will do a story on it. So that they often miss things.
But we three have the time to explore that, to check, to work through.
You make time, Greg.
I don't think young people have that time.
Oh, yes,
it's the immediacy, it's the moment, and if they run with what's presented for them, they may miss the facts if they don't return to it and just check the facts. Yeah. It's about education as well.
But that's the problem with news, of course, is a 20-second grab. everything's 20-second grab. That's all it is. You get the grab, but you then have to go and find it somewhere else to get the complete story, which is the thing.
Yeah, and often the headlines can be quite misleading when you read into a story. It's, that's the thing that fascinates me. I go, really? And then you read the article and you go, oh, hold on, that's a really bad headline.
And also, if you're reading the newspaper, you can usually read the first 3 paragraphs and get the whole story.
True.
The rest of it is just fill up, cover the page full, you know.
And repeating themselves.
Yes.
I know a lot of journalists, and because of what has happened, and like the internet, and they've sacked so many journalists at the newspapers, is that they're not. They actually, a lot of them say nowadays is that it's crap journalism now.
Do you know, as a card-carrying journalist myself, a few weeks ago we had the 40th anniversary of the Dili massacre in East Timor. And I reflected then, if we had the quality of journalism then that we don't have today, because they've sacked them all, the Age has very few journalists left, we probably wouldn't have even had that story come out about the massacre in Dili. It wouldn't have been allowed to develop and flourish, and we wouldn't have found out the facts.
Yeah, but families sort of pushed it
would have been on. It probably would have been on your tweets or something or other. If it had been happening now, they wouldn't have needed a reporter. That would have been photographed and sent around the world pretty quickly, boom, like that had.
Do you think governments can tweet out what they want to have
they're doing that in China.
so they can change the news to what they want to have put out in the ether?
Well, talking about that, I'm going to cut you guys off now because we've run out of time.
Again.
So thank you, boys. Thank you, Greg. Thank you. Oh, what's his name again?
Gordon.
Gordon. That's right. I've got to remember his name.
I think I'm the oldest, but he's got the
early
amnesia.
onset, David. Early onset.
You've been watching Staying Alive. See you next time.
Thank you for staying with Bent TV. Please visit our website, Twitter, YouTube channel and Facebook to find the different ways you can support Bent TV, provide feedback and become involved in supporting Bent TV. Back after this break.
Hi there, welcome to Tea Time with PapaLisa. Compelling conversation and friendship-destroying arguments with my comedian mates. To my left, we have Daisy Berry. Daisy.
Hello. What's up? What's happening?
Fine. And then we've got Jessie Nio. She's your best friend, not mine.
I'm your best friend, not hers.
And then on the very end, bringing up the rear is Matt Fennell. Matt.
Always up the rear, dear.
Always bringing it up.
Hi.
Matt, business or pleasure?
Hit me with some pleasure, please.
Okay. How has social media changed dating for you guys? Not online dating, how has social media changed dating? Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, what have you?
Oh, like how does my GeoCities page affect my
How do your spitting gifs affect just getting someone to spin on your dick?
I found it a little bit, like, creepier, because I've actually had some people who've been to gigs who've added me as friends on Facebook.
Yes,
and it's like,
me too.
you can like my professional page, that's cool, but unless I've actually spoken to you, it's a little
Yeah.
It's totally weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had it happen.
Yeah.
I think because our comedy is very autobiographical.
Yeah.
And so, if someone sees you talking for an hour, they feel like they know you.
I know you. Let's be friends. Yeah, it's not how that works at all.
I still accept the friend request though, because I'm looking for numbers.
No, I don't at all. I'm
No?
like, that's weird. Why didn't you just like my page?
I'm very personal on Facebook. But I once had a date with someone that I hooked up on online dating on OkCupid, and then they were like, "Oh, check out my Twitter feed." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And I read it, and it turned out they were goddamn crazy. Really, like it was these angry tirades. The whole Twitter feed, like, "Hey, you want some unsolicited mad aggression?" And I ended up backing out of the date because it was
Which is how, social media is helpful.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like a creep though. Like you meet someone and you just fall into this Facebook stalking spiral.
Yeah, and then suddenly the next time you hang out and you're like, oh, oh, that thing that happened to your mum 5 years ago.
Yeah. How was that trip to Europe when you were 18?
But I mean, sometimes it doesn't always work that way. Sometimes it can be romantical. Sometimes it could be like, oh, they went to this like bondage party and oh, I'm into a bit of bondage. Sometimes it's a good way in.
True.
Yeah.
Romantical.
Yeah,
I like
romantical.
that. That's a good word. I'm using it.
Okay. So we're of the opinion that social media has kind of strengthened it because you get past that awkward getting to know you stage.
It makes things more awkward in some ways, like especially if you sort of, I'm polyamorous, and when do you add the person, and what title do you give them, and do you tag them in this photo of you guys making out, or do you just leave it?
Or do you not publish that photo?
Yeah. Well,
What? Does it really need to be on there at all?
Poly options are horrible.
yes.
I'm married and I can't put that I'm in other relationships. So,
Really?
Yeah.
We got to get on
Up your
that.
game, Facebook.
Up your game,
Up it, Zuckerberg.
All right, so let's go. Let's talk some business. Where do you guys get inspiration?
I just look in the mirror. And I say, you are big and strong and brave,
Yeah.
bold.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm usually, mine is from me having a shit day, my comedy. So I'll have a crap day, something crap will happen. I'll be sitting at home, be like, got material.
Dear diary.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, Matt.
It comes from everywhere. Like for a long time, I didn't like speaking about like intimate relationshipy stuff. I was more interested about doing stuff that was like, I kind of messed up something, a situation that kind of went wrong, like, or I got something wrong, as opposed to relationships, because I don't know, relationships in my day aren't particularly interesting. I don't. They're boring, kids.
Make them interesting.
See, this is why I would never have sex with another comedian, because we would be having sex and then something weird would happen, like you know, the bed would break, or like someone would come in with an anorak going, no, and there would be that awkward thing of where we lock eyes and be like,
Shotgun this, shotgun material.
Are you going to use that or me?
You'd have to coin toss it. That's the only way. Yeah.
That and most
Shotgun
comedians are
or-
bad at sex, as we've already established, except for Daisy Berry and I. Okay. Also,
Burn you two.
also these guys. And so, do you believe that writer's block is a thing?
Yeah, but I solve it by having a wank. Do you
Really?
not find this? Like, if I'm getting too in my head about like a bit that I'm writing, I'll go have a wank, and all of a sudden, everything clears. Try it if you've not.
I am totally trying that. I don't have any, like, if I'm stuck, I'm stuck. I don't have any, like,
That'll unstick
ways
you.
to fix it. I don't know.
I don't
feel like getting out of the house. Just getting out of the
Wanking
house,
outside.
going have an outdoor wank.
Yeah.
Just
while
you up a
looking
tree.
at some flowers. Yeah, walk
maybe
the
a
dog,
bird.
have
Look
a
at
wank.
the petals on it.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't get writer's block. I get kind of just, it's a discipline problem. So now I've got a day in the week that I have 4 hours at my favourite cafe and I just do creative stuff.
I'm going to start doing
Because
that,
it's not a
yes.
blocking problem, it's a discipline problem.
Yeah.
You sit me down and I'll just churn out stuff.
And that makes it a regular part of your life.
Yeah.
When you're disciplined about it, you're not kind of running towards deadlines. You're not kind of having the freak out of, oh my God, I've got a festival show coming up and I need to have an hour of material.
Yeah.
You've built it up steadily and you're not having that last minute terror attack of, will I be funny?
and
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah.
actually, having a wank can be a great way to gather material. I've lately noticed, because I'm working on a show, my first ever solo show for next year, and I'll be watching porn and suddenly I'll see an ad in the side and go, oh, that's material. Have to close my incognito
Thank you,
tab.
ads.
Yeah.
All of your jokes start with, so how about those hot singles in my area?
There's a lot of, I get ads for ugly mums.
Sure.
Oh. Well, I mean, they
Poor ugly
target what you're
mums.
looking at. So, you know.
Well,
Someone's gotta
Matt
do
Fennell, Jessie Nio, Daisy Berry, and for you at home, thank you for watching Tea Time with PapaLisa for Bent TV. I invite all of you to have a wank and unclog whatever, be it creative or other, that's going on in your life.
That's all the time we have for tonight. Thank you for watching. My name is Gavin Henderson. Please visit our website, YouTube channel, Facebook to keep in contact and support Bent TV.